Hey, we are live. Welcome to the Green Umbrella Live Lunch, episode 189. Getting closer and closer to that 200, guys. Closer and closer. We really need to make a plan about episode 200. I've had some thoughts, some guests that we might bring in. We'll have to decide what we're doing there. How's everyone's week been? Nicole, how's your week been? I know you've been on and off with calls with clients and that kind of thing this week.
Yeah, no, it's been good. Yeah, I've had a few calls with clients, which is nice to catch up with them. Feel like we've always said it, but communication with clients is just key to building that relationship and getting the best out of their social media, but what you can put into it as well. So yeah, no, it's been a good week.
Absolutely. And Kim, how about you?
Good week. Trying to get over a very memorable weekend.
You won't talk about it here, Kim.
No, let's not relive any of that. But yeah, good. Just trying to sort out some stuff, get some webinars booked in, getting clients to record videos when they really don't want to.
That's always
just always all the usual stuff. But yeah, like Nicole was saying, the communication thing, I could not have been paired with a better client, I don't think, because the communication is on point.
This is the thing. When you outsource your marketing, you can't. I think sometimes when people outsource marketing, they kind of go, right, it's over there, I've ticked a box, that's it, I can go and do all this stuff instead. However, if you really want it to work, you've got to be engaged in it, and especially from a social media perspective, because the ideas that we have, us being able to stay on top of what our clients are up to, getting that two-way communication so that we can really create the best content together rather than us just doing it independently. The clients don't have to create the content, but they need to feed us with stuff. And I always say, when I'm like on those calls before they come on board, it's like we can create a lot of stuff for them, a lot of really valuable stuff. But the things that are going to take it next level are the stuff we can't manufacture, the photos of them, videos of them talking, being them. So when we have that relationship, it's much easier to get that content from them. Although everyone is anti doing videos.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what we say. I think it's probably like 1 in 20 clients actually engage on the video front, which is always hard work. So we've got a couple of people watching already. So hi, Paul is always on Facebook, and hi, Natalie over on LinkedIn.
Oh, hi, Natalie.
Fantastic. All right, so let's get into it. Let's get into the social media. I can't see Kim, so I've got no idea what Nicole's laughing at right now.
I just said, who's Natalie? And you went, let's get into the social media news.
And then Kim just went, okay then, and then drank her tea.
Oh, I didn't hear. And this is the problem. You can't see someone on a live stream. So we're on the back end. It's like Kim's just like, anyone watching last week, I showed on my phone, like Kim's just like pixelated boxes. But I think, Nicole, you can see her okay, right?
Yeah, so am I okay today then?
Yeah, you're fine today.
Wow.
It's really weird.
I mean, it's one of your catchphrases, but I feel like it's a you problem, Christina.
It is a me problem. It's just, it's a me problem. I'm going to write it down actually, StreamYard. I need to get onto them and see how I fix this, because it is a nightmare. Not going to lie. Anyway.
You need to like update your computer or something. I don't know. Like your browser.
Your what browser?
Your browser.
Oh, maybe. It does say, maybe it's a Chrome update I need to do. Because it says finish.
Oh, that thing that was flashing for the last 6 months. Yeah, it's probably that.
What up, you? Honestly. All right, come on. Right, I'm not talking to you now, Kim. Nicole. Okay. My favourite.
What you should see, Kim. See, now I feel like the sort of the
mediator
owl. Do you know what I mean? Passing the messages back and forth, and the fact that I'm at the bottom for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so it's like I'm. But yeah, Kim really felt hurt by that, Christina.
Yeah, well, she can't see me, can she? So
Just remember we're live streaming, Kim, and everyone else can, okay?
That's okay.
And I can watch it back on the replay.
I don't do that.
Oh, bless you. Right, Nicole, news. Come on, what you got? What you got?
So quite a simple one to start with. Threads has announced that it's now testing the ability to save posts in the app, which is apparently a highly requested feature update that people have been wanting. Maybe people will use Threads more, who knows? Yeah, and it will just basically bring Meta's, this Meta app in line with the other apps that they have. Quite a small update, but...
So is that much like the Instagram ones where we save them and never look at them again?
Yeah, it is literally the exact same by the photos. Cool. So there will be a saved button that has a little bookmark.
Oh, cute.
Do you know, I went onto Threads again end of last week, and I was just like, there's just nothing here. There's just nothing unique here.
Really?
That's how I felt after the first sort of hour of like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then it was like, yeah, okay, that's it now. Like, yes. What are you giving to me?
What do people post on there? Like, what sort of, why is it not
Twitter? The same as they're putting everywhere else. It's very, very much like the Twitterverse. Yeah, so like I said, the stuff I'm seeing there, I've already seen on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Facebook, on X. So yeah, it's
but there doesn't seem to be any standout features that belong just to Threads.
True. Yeah.
You know?
And I do feel they're slower developing it than they have been. When Meta took over Instagram, it developed features quite quickly, and I just feel like that hasn't changed. They haven't followed that with Threads, so I think Meta have got other things they're more invested in developing right now, and we're seeing it on that side rather than on this one. So yeah, it's a shame. Do
you want to guess how many monthly users they have?
What, Threads? Or did we do something like that last week? I want to go
35.
35 people.
35 people. 30 million.
What did you say, Kim?
30 million. 30
million. Is that your guess, Christina? 35 people.
Do you know? No, it is probably only, yeah. I'd say it's under 10 million.
Oh, okay. Drum roll.
Okay, this is interesting. So, Kim, add another 100, and that's how you're. That's
135.
130 million.
Really?
Active users monthly.
Oh, monthly.
Oh, what we get?
Oh, because normally we talk about daily active users. So
sorry, yeah. That's
so that if they log on once in that entire month, that would count as a monthly user, would it?
I'm getting.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not.
It's not. Oh, okay.
It's not really a stat, isn't it?
Yeah. So Natalie's just said, like she said, for her Threads, it's not unique, very much like Twitter, nothing outstanding about it, which is essentially what we've just said. She's not using X, and yeah, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram is where her focus is. And honestly, I think that's pretty spot on for a lot of businesses. A lot of people are going the LinkedIn, Instagram route now. They're sort of forgetting about Facebook, thinking that like nothing's happening over there anymore. But I think the algorithms are just really tough on Facebook. And the last couple of years, there's been so much stuff in the news saying that it's declining in terms of audience. But actually, there's been reports in the last, I think it was actually last week rather than this week, saying that Facebook's audience is still 20 years and the audience is still growing. They're still bringing on new users. So yeah, it's, to be honest, Natalie, those are the platforms that we're doing most work on for clients. So yeah, I think you're pretty much on the money there.
Yeah, definitely.
So Nicole, have you got something else for us?
Well, I'll have a little read. My Wi-Fi seems okay at the moment, so come back to me. The thing is, I feel like it's quite, like my next story is quite boring.
Oh, go on. What is it?
It's just Snapchat is now up to 800 million monthly active users, which again is like, that's quite shocking to me. But then right, okay, this is something that I did read on it. But last February, it was at last February, not this February, it was at 750 million. So they've only grown 50 million in a year. Do you not find that quite shocking?
I mean, 50 million, it's still a big number, isn't it?
It is. But then when you think,
there's a whole generation come through that would hit Snapchat first, it doesn't feel like.
Yeah.
It's tricky. And the other thing, so they've said they've grown their numbers, but revenue profit looks good on their reports.
Yeah, see, I only use Snapchat now. Like I used to watch everyone's stories. I used to engage with the stuff like the ads and stuff, or the spotlight, whatever it's called. And now I literally use it to just make sure I don't lose the streak between me and one friend. That's it. I don't go in and explore it, and I literally, hi, how you doing? We send each other a few motivational words in the morning, and then we carry on our day.
I think this is the thing. It's like we're all using 2 to 3 social, as individuals, we're all using 2 to 3 social media apps on a daily basis. And I think things like Snapchat, when I look at Instagram, I look at Snapchat, the stuff that I would put on Snapchat, I put on Instagram.
See, I've noticed something very, like, I have got a few people on my Snapchat and on my Instagram, the same people. And I do like it when they go on a night out, because it's like they post the PG version on Instagram, the bougie bit, and then the absolute feralness on Snapchat. So it's nice, the parents can see it, we're having a great night out, and on Snapchat, it's absolute carnage. And I love flicking between the two. It's great.
It's an interesting one, that's for sure. But I do feel like the Snapchat users, they've got Instagram, they've got TikTok.
I was going to say, because I was the Snapchat user that everything was on Snapchat, and now it is on stories. So I am that person.
Yeah.
I actually turned off my Snapchat notifications the other week, because it's just a bunch of people I don't really know on that app. Apart from you, Kimmy G, like I just see you pop up every now and then, but because I've turned them off, I don't think I've been on the app.
I do wonder why she replies to a Snapchat that I've sent 3 weeks ago, but replies to it as if I've just sent it, so I still remember what the topic of conversation was. God love you.
Snapchat just is not my app. Like, but then you saying that, Kim, about the PG version, I totally agree with that. Like, but I feel that's for influencers as well. Like some people that I'm interested in that do like podcasts and things that I watch on YouTube, they're like, oh, add me on Snapchat and I can guarantee. But then that's been my only sort of intrigue to use Snapchat, is to see what these influencers or people get up outside of that sort of glam Instagram.
Yeah. They're very much like, you'll see them post stuff, I don't know, just sat there eating their takeaways on a Sunday evening. Just like normal. And I was thinking about this the other day, how like back in the day, if you were a celebrity, I use inverted commas, it'd be like, oh my God, that person's like totally out of reach. And now, like, even like the mega stars, it's not so much that they're, oh my God, this person, because everyone just kind of shares a lot more into what they're like, I suppose.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Am I talking really clear, Christina?
No, and this is the whole thing about social media. It makes people more accessible, right?
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, I couldn't, it removes that sort of, what's the word? I can't think.
It increases proximity.
Okay, definitely wasn't that word, but yes, we'll go with that.
I remember when I first ever got Twitter, and I
is this the Miley Cyrus story?
Well done, Kim! Well done! Brownie points. Like, that is well remembered, yeah. And she was the first person I tweeted, and I thought it was so cool that I could message her on Twitter. Why I thought that was like I would actually get a response, I don't know. But I thought, wow, you can message celebrities on here.
Fantastic. Cool. Okay, Kim, I've kind of forgiven you now. So what What have you got for us?
Whatever.
By the way, could you drop Miley Cyrus's name? We should hashtag her in this because she is like trending at the moment, isn't she?
She is, for her Grammy win.
Yeah. See, that's all
I'm pretty sure if we hashtag Miley Cyrus out of the 7.2 billion posts, she'll see the live lunch one, so we'll make sure we do that. So we've got, sticking with the threads, Meta shares insights into how the algorithm works. So the usual stuff like the likes, the comments, all of that sort of stuff. But there's some interesting factors, like how many posts you've seen in your feed will affect the algorithm, and how long it's been since you were active on threads. So I guess if you're not very active, then it's not gonna push. Don't know who that is. It's not going to push your profile because they're like, well, you're not engaging enough in the app, therefore we're not bothered. And also how many times the author's profile has been clicked. So it's not just reading the feed, it's actually then going into the profile. So I thought that was quite interesting.
Yeah.
That is engagement, isn't it? Like, it's not really engagement if you're just scrolling. That's not being engaging, is it?
Do you know that recency thing is really important? Like how often you're in the app, how often you're posting is such an important part of so many of these algorithms now. LinkedIn especially, it is a major, like if you're not using the platform, it's like, well, why should we surface your content? So you know, when we talk about consistency of posting, it really it's so important because it's how often are you actually opening the app, how often you're actually in there doing something, not just using the scheduler.
Yeah, and I guess it's because, well, if you're not putting anything into the app, why should we give you anything out of it? Exactly. So it makes sense. So yeah, that was my one. I've got another one about YouTube live streams and new podcast options. So you can now go live on YouTube, but you'll be discovered in the Shorts feed. So you can see previews of streams in the Shorts feed and tap to enter the scrollable live feed. So maybe we're on someone's Shorts feed right now, and if we are, welcome.
No. I saw something else about YouTube this week. So people that have, you know, you pay for your premium option on there, you can change the colour of the background.
Stop it. It's giving MySpace.
But then the example it gave was like YouTube Red, and I just thought, who's like, that's such an, I mean, I love red. My podcast is branded red, but that's such an aggressive colour to look at.
Yeah.
As a background on YouTube.
That's a bit much, isn't it?
Yeah. Is there no other options?
I didn't read it that far. There was loads to read this week, so things like that I just skimmed over. But yeah, there's a lot of news this week, which is really good. Oh, I'm getting hiccups because the last few weeks there's been
nothing. It's dry.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear about the podcasty bits on YouTube?
Yeah, go on.
YouTube has said, do you remember when you had a podcast, Christina? That was fun, wasn't it?
I still do. I'm resurrecting, getting back in the game.
I don't know why I said that because my to-do list is now about to get longer. YouTube has also announced that podcasters can now upload their RSS feed into YouTube Studio, providing another way to distribute podcast content.
Ooh.
So thank you very much for the sound effects. When creators connect their podcast feed to the app, YouTube will then generate a static image for each podcast episode, giving people more ways to follow your content and listen via the app.
I like that.
There we go. Oh, YouTube's also been working to improve its podcast options in order to lean into the rising use of YouTube as an audio listening platform via YouTube Music. And that's quite exciting, actually. So time to get back on your podcast.
Yes. I have plans. I just need to sit and record some episodes.
Oh, good.
No, I have a strategic plan for the podcast. I just need to implement it now. I've got all the things I need now. Lovely Debs, designer Debs has done some jobs for me, so I can changing the way I'm recording things.
Oh, love it. Okay,
that's exciting.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Basically, I'm going to start recording them through StreamYard.
Okay. Oh yeah, because we saw that, didn't we? Okay, that's exciting.
Yeah, that's my plan. So she's done some lovely design bits for me, so it'll all be branded. And I'm just bloody record some. But there you go. Cool.
Have you got guests lined up, Christina, or is it just individual episodes?
Bit of both.
Oh, okay.
Bit of both, yeah. So yeah,
we're getting Stephen Bartlett on for episode 200. I say we, it's not my podcast. For episode 200, I do believe there is a pinky promise in that.
There is a pinky promise, but do you know what? It's so long ago now, and I've been so crap staying on top of the podcast. I just have to cross my fingers that it still happens. But there we go. Okay, so
are we not fun? Are we not fun, Paul?
I was going to say, Paul Green's just got to get designer Debs back on. She's fine as long as she hasn't been stolen.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn the phone off.
All right, that's someone ringing the office in the middle of live lunch. Fantastic, we love a bit of that. Okay. So, have you got anything else news-wise, Kim? Because I've got a few bits.
Well, I was going to do a LinkedIn one, but then I remembered you said you've got some LinkedIn, and I'm not sure what you've got. I'm just going to say the word templates.
Okay, we can talk about that now because that's
Is that one of yours?
I've got two others, so go on.
Oh, okay. Just LinkedIn. Some people may have seen it, some people may have not. You can now, like when you're on Facebook and you can write a status and you can choose one of them god awful backgrounds. The different
yeah.
Well, you can now do that on LinkedIn. They are nicer on LinkedIn. They are definitely nicer.
They're nicer, and I like the fact that it creates the graphic and then you can still add your copy to go with it, whereas on
so it basically creates an image.
Yeah,
so that's not, it's not everyone's a fan, but it's just a nice little update if you want to, but like someone previously mentioned, quite rightly so, it's not on brand, is it, for anyone? So it depends how strict you want to be with that brand message. And I guess with LinkedIn, you do need to be quite consistent.
It's one of those things where, from a branding perspective, stuff should be branded, but we need a bit of light and shade. So we need a bit of unbranded stuff as well. So we're not just pushing the brand in people's face like bang, 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 bang all the time. So we do need a bit of something different. So I think it's a nice, easy way to create something different. Yeah. They're quite the templates and the font options you've got. It's all nice and clean. Like I said, I like the way you can still add copy. And the thing is with this, that generally when LinkedIn releases new features, though, when you use those new features, you tend to get more reach. Mm-hmm. So I think it's one of those things. I don't know what it's going to look like yet, but it's worth testing. If you just did like one post a week over the next few weeks using that feature, just to see, okay, do I get any more engagement using this or not? Do I get more reach using this or not? Am I finding that it's sort of staying in feed for longer? So I used it on Monday and I'm still getting liking and commenting. I've had a notification this morning off the back of that post that I did on Monday. So if in like a week's time I'm still getting notifications off the back of that, that's telling me it might not be my furthest reaching post, but LinkedIn is continually popping it into the feed over a longer period of time, which gives me additional visibility. So it's worth testing, I would say, and just keeping like I said, I posted on Monday. Tomorrow afternoon, I'll look at the stats on it. Is the reach in that post the same as my average, lower, higher, and then go from there.
So you made that, did you?
I can't see what
you can't see. Oh, well, I'm showing you. But that looks very much like, when we go on like social media today and all the sort of, that looks like one of their cover photos. So you think you've done very well there.
Yeah, are you talking about the post that I did on the Monday?
Yeah, LinkedIn template feel very Facebook-like.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's good. I like it. Well done.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
It's as if I've been doing this for more than 5 minutes. Yeah, there you go.
Ow, you really don't like me today, do you? Wow.
Oh, man. It's because I've been sleeping.
You don't sleep anymore.
Honestly, people don't like it when I don't sleep. People don't like it when I do sleep. What's a girl to do? But yeah, I like I said, I feel like there's opportunity with these to do something nice and quick and easy. Like you don't have to use Canva.
Yeah.
But obviously it is something you're doing that's unbranded. And there's things like, within LinkedIn, you can use stickers and labels and things.
Yeah.
When you upload a photo, you can still use those on them as well. So I think that there's some good possibilities there. Just don't go crazy with them because you don't want to lose the branded stuff as well.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Right. Is it my turn?
Go on then.
I mean, it is.
As you've been doing this for longer than 5 minutes.
Okay. So, when you're posting on Instagram, some people have got and I know I did this for a while, a really restricted, like, this is how my Instagram works on my grid. I want this pattern of post, images and text only, and all this kind of thing. And it's always been hard to manage it. Well, Instagram is now adding it. So as you put your posts together, as you're going through those phases of putting the post together, basically you upload your image, and where you would normally edit if you want to use filters and that kind of thing, in the bottom left, there's going to be a button there that says preview. And when you hit that, it previews what that image is going to what that post will look like on your grid.
Amazing, because one of the hardest things I found to get my head around when starting at Green Umbrella was I used to have to look after, there was a diva that worked for us, right? And she used to say, I want my 9x9 grid looking like this, and I want it this and this and this. But the content just sometimes doesn't happen that way, does it? Like, you can have a plan and stuff, but then what if you want to capture something just, you know what I mean, like on the spot or whatever. By the way, that diva was Christina, just to clear that up.
I know you're just like throwing the payback card out.
I feel like we're just point scoring today, aren't we?
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. We can still be friends.
Really.
Pardon?
We love each other, really. Oh. It's out. Says device is not connected. She's there you go. What's the word? Oh God, she's been deplatformed. Here she is.
I'm very sorry about that. I'm so sorry.
Oh, this is weird, right? So now I can see you, and Nicole's pixelated.
Maybe it's the last person that joins. Because Kim's joined.
Sorry, now you're both pixelated.
Oh, great. Good. Sorry about
that. And so Paul, just so you know, no, I didn't bounce her off. I didn't. Oh, actually, when I brought that comment up, when I bring the comment up, I can see both of you now.
Oh, we'll just leave the comment up. Maybe not that one, because,
How weird.
Oh, I did not react to him.
But it's clear for us too, Natalie. It's just Christina. But you know the feature that I really, 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 really want on Instagram, and I don't know if they'll ever do it, where you can just manage your feed, just change it round. The post that you've already done.
Yeah. They were supposed to be testing it. And then I've never heard anything of it since. So
that's the one.
I like that. Yeah, because it's nice just to have that as an option, because sometimes it's like, completely agree with you on that one. The thing is, the preview thing, it's funny because if I was to do a post, sometimes I would upload it really quickly, screenshot my page, my profile, and then delete it just to see what it actually looked like and to see if it was framed right.
Isn't that hard for the algorithm?
I don't know. I obviously don't do that because I've noticed the preview thing, like, and I've used it for the last few posts. But yeah, that's what I use it. It's when I know it's a good feature, very, very good. When they announced it, I was like, yeah, love that.
I got it.
It's been tested, so not everyone has it.
Oh, right. So I'm not part of the call crew. Okay, good.
Cool. So it's not just me having a go at you then. Instagram too.
No, it's you and Mark Zuckerberg. So good.
Okay, cool. Okay, Facebook is doing a test. Right. Yeah. So I saw this headline and I went, that'd be brilliant. And then the first words of the article are thanks, I hate it. Okay, so the headline is Facebook tests generative AI prompts for better post captions.
Okay.
So what I took from that is you're going to write your caption, and then Facebook's going to prompt you saying, like, this is a better version of what you've just written.
Oh.
Right. And I thought, oh, that's amazing. Like, I love that. And like I said, the first 4 words of this article is thanks, I hate it. Now, having looked at the example they give in the article, yeah, it is naff. So basically, the example they give is like someone, and I'm just going to find it now. So someone would put in "what a day" with a photo of themselves, and then the AI would give suggestions like "what a day," am I right? This day just keeps on giving, doesn't it? I mean, seriously, what even is this day? So that, as an example, is pretty naff.
Yeah, they seem actually more forced, and I don't know if that was just the voice.
What it feels like? It's like when you like you're out or something, and you've got that one friend that if somebody says something, they go, yeah. It's like that.
Yes.
Like Nicole just then.
Yeah.
I do like when I read the title. Obviously, I'm always coming at it from a business marketing perspective. Okay, so when you read this article, it basically says, like, for individual users, it's like this is not going to be good, but for brands, it could be. It's got great potential, which is kind of like that's where I sat when I saw the headline. So for people that are perhaps copywriting isn't their strong point, they don't really know what to say, but like their thoughts are a bit garbled in terms of what they're writing, all that kind of thing. I think it could be really, really useful. So the idea is you write your copy, you hit the button, Facebook then says, like, here's like 3 different things you can use instead based on what you've written that are, in theory, better than what you've written originally. And obviously, if you're trying to be funny, it might actually make it funny. If you're, it's so. If you're trying to sound intellectual, it might actually make you sound intellectual. All that kind of thing. So I do think it could be quite useful, especially for those people that are just getting started in business and not yet at a point where they can outsource to someone like us. So, it just gives them that sort of copywriting power, that almost having an editor there for them to help make what they're writing better. So,
I guess that's good for the one-man band people that we deal with. When you've got a million other things going on, like writing something, you might get complete brain fog and be like, oh. So to have that actually is very useful, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got 2 LinkedIn things. I'm just checking the time. Yeah, we're good. I've got 2 LinkedIn things for you. The first one, I don't know if it's going to be annoying or not. So, when you get connection requests, you click on My Network.
Yeah.
What's going to happen is that network button, at the minute, you click on My Network and you see, these are your new connections. This is where people are inviting you to events, that kind of thing. Okay. That is now going to be split into 2 feeds. So one is Grow, which is your connection requests, and the other is Catch Up. So under Catch Up is going to be birthdays, work anniversaries.
So it's going to be the filtered crap list that no one's going to look at.
Yes.
Oh, good.
So I feel in some ways it's good to be able to have that, like it's just there for you to look at and skim through, and it's basically it's AI what's going in there suggesting things to you, and so you can skim over it and go from there. However, I think that means we're going to end up with even more crap DMs going, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, from people that are just not relevant.
Yeah.
So it's I understand where they're going with it, and they're sort of trying to find, like, here are ways for you to reach out and talk to people through DMs one-to-one, or just go revisit their profiles, engage with them a bit more. I love the idea behind it. But I think when I first saw the headline, I thought maybe it would be this person's posted this, that person's posted this, person's talking about this topic.
Yeah.
More so than the happy birthday messages.
The thing is,
go on.
LinkedIn is not a place for you to wish happy birthday to people. I don't feel like if it's, I don't know, if like, as in, if you've got like, you're a strong connection to somebody within the industry and that, fine. But if Bob from somewhere else wishes me a happy birthday and he doesn't really know me, it's a bit weird.
I just feel that I don't totally agree with you, Kim. I think there are some people there are some people that I would talk to on LinkedIn, that would say happy birthday to me there, that I would never connect with on Facebook, because I try and keep my Facebook profile is way more private than my Instagram and my LinkedIn and everything else. So is it a place to say happy birthday? Yes, it is, for the right connections.
Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah, for the right people. If you're in like circle, like industry friends and stuff like that, I get that. But when like somebody connects with you, and then a happy birthday, it's like, that's weird. You don't know, like, I don't. Out of all the things you can be talking about on LinkedIn, that for me wouldn't be what I would go for.
Well, the thing is that I'm about to make this worse.
God, here we go. Go on.
So as well as all those spammy happy birthday style messages coming through, a lot of them are going to be generated through AI, because of the AI tool that they're building into Messenger. So it's just like, now it could work really well. It could be that, it's my birthday next week. I think, is it next week?
Oh God, it actually is. Yeah.
Yeah. So I might get a bunch of really nice birthday messages from really valuable people on LinkedIn, and amazing. Or I might get a bunch of useless AI generated happy birthday messages through LinkedIn. So we'll update you next week.
If you are watching on LinkedIn, just for fun now, just throw in a happy birthday next week. She's got about 7,000 connections. Let's see how many happy birthday messages we can get for you.
Right, so this is the other part of it, okay? And I love, Natalie's just put a comment here. So yes, it's important to have boundaries. Focusing on the quality of connections is really important. That part, that's like, nothing could be truer.
Can we get Natalie on?
Yeah.
I think we should have Natalie on one day. She sounds amazing.
Yeah.
There you go.
She's certainly bringing more value to this than I am.
You and me both.
There are people out there that they've exhausted their 30,000 connections, and all they've been doing is playing a numbers game. And so updates like this then give them a poor experience, because they've got all these randoms that are saying happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, that they're never going to do business with, because they were never quality connections in the first place. So my LinkedIn my LinkedIn account, my network on LinkedIn could easily be 25,000 people by now. But I'm constantly rejecting people because they're not a quality connection for me.
Yeah.
And I'm not playing a numbers game over there. Your LinkedIn network, your connections over there they're as valuable as the data in your CRM, and you don't want crap in your CRM. So why would I want crap in my LinkedIn network just to be able to boast numbers? So it really is having that. It's so important.
What are you reading? I feel like you're reading something.
It's the comments.
Oh, okay. So, all right. Paul Green's put a comment in there, and I didn't understand it at first, but I understand it now. Paul's having a party, ladies. You're invited. I'll tell you about it after. Cool. Natalie, I've used LinkedIn since 2007. Love the platform. But Katrina's right. Always right.
They need to be coming on now.
They need to be quality connections, and she says she's happy to pop on if we'd like in the future.
Woo!
So Kim, you can reach out to Natalie and find out a little bit more about what we can talk about, that kind of thing. That'd be amazing. Cool. Okay, so that is, I've forgotten where I'm up to. So that's one of the LinkedIn things. Oh, the other LinkedIn thing. It's really funny that Natalie's just said Christina is right, because this one makes me feel like I'm right. Okay.
Just massage that ego. There we go.
Massaging the however will I leave the room?
Okay. What are we doing here, Nicole? Kneading bread? I don't know what we're doing.
Well, that's like the shoulders, isn't it? You know?
Yeah. Bit bigger.
No?
Bit bigger.
I'm going to keep it on screen. Okay, so creator mode. Remember when creator mode came in on LinkedIn, and I went, okay, I'm going to try it. And I tried it, and I think I had it on for about 2 months, and I went, this is shit. Ooh. And I went back to a normal profile, because I was like, there's all these bells and whistles, and they just don't do anything. They're not doing anything meaningful. They're not making a meaningful difference. And actually, I prefer the standard profile. So I moved back. And there's loads of people that are like, oh, don't you use creator mode? That's the designer is calling me.
Is she taking the...
What?
I feel like there's so much going on, like with the phones.
Okay, so I moved back to a standard LinkedIn profile, and loads of people are like, oh, how come you're not using creator mode? And I'm like, I just don't feel like it offers me any value. Okay. LinkedIn is removing its creator mode option.
Wow.
There you go. So the idea of creator mode.
Are you behind LinkedIn, Christina?
Sorry?
Are you behind LinkedIn?
Am I behind LinkedIn? No, I wish I was. You guys will get paid more for a start. Yeah, no, if only. So the idea of the creator mode was that you would get more reach, and you would reach more of the right people, because like the hashtags you used on your profile to say this is what I'm about. Okay. But it didn't really work. And the other things that LinkedIn have done have basically worked better. So now having those hashtags on the profile are essentially redundant, which is a big part of why they're removing the creator mode option. So there will just be your standard LinkedIn profile going forward, but some of the features that they built into creator mode they will remain. So if you use creator already, things are going to stay the same. It's like people going forward won't have if you haven't switched to creator, you won't be able to. The option won't be there anymore. One of the things you can do in creator is move your about section further down your profile. It's going to move back up and be the first thing on your profile after your key information again. And that's basically it. It really is. So those features that you only got on creator mode, everyone's going to have as part of the standard profile now.
That's
special now.
So basically, essentially, it didn't do anything. So they're getting rid of it, and they're saying, well, we've built these features anyway, we'll just let everyone have them.
Yeah. This creative mode's not sounding very creative. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's like, you know, you've got further analytics and things like that. But it's yeah, like I said, I think people don't use that stuff. You know, not in the way it's intended. So yeah, like I said, a lot of the features we'll all have access to, and that's it really. So, like I said, it's one of those things where I just felt like, yeah, I was right.
Maybe we should do Christina's LinkedIn predictions. Every now and then you just throw in predictions of what.
So, okay, so the template postings, we were.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. His prediction.
She's ready, yeah.
I reckon 6 to 12 months and they'll be gone.
Right. Well,
what, that long?
Yeah, because it's got to be in place long enough to test it using
I
think that they'll probably add more templates in. They'll add more features into that, more options rather, not more features, more options. And I think within a year they'll dump it.
Okay.
It feels a little bit like when LinkedIn brought in stories. I think it's cool that it's in there, but I don't feel like
place for it.
I don't feel it's a necessary tool.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. I can see a situation where LinkedIn feeds get flooded with the same sort of imagery, which would then put people off because they want to stand out, be different, not be one of many.
Yeah, it's like if your dad was to walk in wearing Reebok Classics, you're trying a bit too hard. You're trying to be cool with the kids, but just stick to what you're good at, you know? Because I feel like LinkedIn is like the daddy of the social media. You know, it's
granddad.
Great, you know what I mean, though? It's like, oh, you're on LinkedIn. Where it's like your Facebook is your dinner post and all that sort of the crap. The more entertaining, shall we say. But yeah. I feel like LinkedIn, there has to be a level of suave, I feel.
Sophistication.
The thing
I didn't say it like
that. Is there limited templates, as in like backgrounds to the templates? Because I think that's a big thing as well.
Yeah, there's about let me
template. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shall I show some? There's quite a lot.
Yeah, there are a few. But there's only like 2 of them that I think are any good.
Oh.
But there's one with lots of butterflies.
Oh yeah.
Like, see, that's not very LinkedIn, is it?
That's not LinkedIn.
Do you know what, Kim? That gives me like Apple.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Like an Apple advert.
Is that one?
That's not very LinkedIn to me, Christine. That's given me like the internet like 20 years ago.
Oh, okay.
But do you remember that research they did? Bright colours, bold text.
Yeah, but all these ones that you're showing me, you're both showing me different ones, but
again, feels very Facebook.
Yeah.
And then you've got like your pastel, your bold colours. Yeah, and you can change your font. Change your font for it to look like it was from the 1980s. That's good.
Cool. All right. I'm getting distracted now.
So you could do that, look. Is it backwards? Is it backwards for you guys?
No, it isn't.
It isn't.
Yeah. It's a shame that Christina can't see it.
It is a shame, isn't it?
So I have to go back and look at it just to know.
It just says Christina is always right.
Oh, you're my favourite again now. Sorry, Nicole.
Fickle.
You can't see my face in what I'm doing, so.
Birthday plans then. What's your birthday plans?
My birthday plans?
Yep. Apart from responding to all the happy birthday messages on LinkedIn
and Facebook. Yeah, I
throw that one in there.
Oh, yeah. I'm not very good at organising birthdays. For me,
yeah, I know that because you've missed mine almost every year.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us, everyone. Yeah, maybe that's something we can bring Natalie on to talk about, like employee engagement and that kind of thing, and how to strategies for keeping your employees engaged, like remembering their birthdays.
I was going to say, where's the connection here?
I have a Kim for that. So when it comes to Kim's birthday, basically I blame Nicole for not stepping up. There you go.
Why am I getting thrown under the bus?
Oh man. Yeah, birthday plans are I think I'm doing something with my two daughters, Emma and Bella.
Cute.
I don't know what that's like. It's the only plan.
Are they surprising you?
No, we just haven't. We've just arranged when we're doing something. We haven't yet arranged what we're doing. So
maybe you could go for sushi, because I do believe you probably still have a voucher for sushi, don't you? That you've probably not used.
I think I've used it actually.
Oh, well, okay, good.
Yeah, I think I have. I'll check. Anyway.
Who knows? Let's finish it. We've lost it.
No, this is getting weird now. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you. Right, that's it. We're done. There's been quite a lot in this week's, and only a little bit of us being off the scale. Us. So yeah, that's a good week. Well done, guys.
Thank
you.
Team.
High five. Thank you, people, for tuning in. Paul, Natalie, thank you for your comments. Really helps us to sort of try and keep the conversation on point, actually, rather than us getting completely distracted. Thank you for Debs for WhatsApp calling me in the middle of live
yes, I did message her. And I put, "We're on live lunch, you tit," and she put, "Still? I'm really sorry."
Amazing. We'll get Debs on next week as well. We'll talk about some design stuff. But yes, that's us done for another week of the Green Umbrella Live Lunch. We will be back next Thursday, 12 o'clock, as always, on my LinkedIn, Facebook, Green Umbrella Facebook, that is, Green Umbrella YouTube, hopefully Twitter and Instagram as well, if all the little API codey wody stuffy what's it works. That's it. We'll see you all again soon. Bye for now. Have a great week. Bye.
Bye.